Hey guys, it is Brittany from Coffee Planner Mom, and I am here today filming in my recipe planner. My little guy is here hanging out. We are filming up in the dining room today because this week I am doing an after the pen video, so I have everything set up in the dining room for that. So instead of carting it all back downstairs, we're just filming up here. So he got some new dinosaur toys that he wanted to show you guys. So today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing this is from the family favorites section in the planner. You can tell by the color up here in the corner, it matches whatever the tab is.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, you don't know. I just wasn't sure which one to really put it in. Main dishes, not entertaining, it's not slow cooker, it's not healthy, quick, and I just didn't feel right putting it under miscellaneous, so family favorites it is. Today, we are going to be doing a bacon and Swiss quiche. So I'm going to write the title using, oh, I forgot this wasn't working earlier.
Oh, my mom always forgot stuff.
I always forget stuff, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot that this one isn't working, but now it is. So this is my Papermate Inkjoy gel pen in the 0.7. So it's kind of like a medium thickness, which isn't bad, but I typically don't use this as the main pen that I use. I use it for the title, and then I use a thinner pen. So this one is my Simply Gilded sub box pen. These come in most of her sub boxes. I think I've gotten one in all but one or two since I've started subscribing. And it is a little bit thinner. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to be using the washi from the Desert Dance sub box. And because I'm kind of relocated at the moment to the dining room, I didn't want to cart my entire stash up. So I'm going to make do with what I can. And I'm going to make little tiny flags out of this. And I tested it already just to see if I could. So what you do to make a washi flag, and I'll use a bigger one just so I can actually show you guys. You take your washi, you unroll it a little bit, and you fold it pretty side in on itself, because otherwise you're folding the sticky in on itself. Take your scissors, you're going to cut it so that the scissors are like closer to the open part and then open, like angled higher on the folded side. So hopefully that made sense because it didn't as I was saying it. But yeah, and then you have a flag. So I'm going to go ahead, not with this one, I'm going to use the 5mm because they will fit. I'm going to get that laid down. When I do washi tape, and that's actually a little bit big, I use a gift card or store card or whatever to rip it. You could use a credit card, but obviously I'm not going to use a credit card on YouTube because, yeah. And then you just give it a tear. Oh, there we go. And there you have it. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the ingredients. So it's going to take a little bit of time because working with the 5mm is a little bit difficult just because of how tiny it is. So I'll be back in just a minute. All right, so I have the ingredients down. That was so tedious trying to do the 5mm. I've done the flags using 10mm and 15, and just to kind of give you an idea of the difference. So this is what I was using, and I've done that in these other two sizes. Way easier in these two. But yeah, so I'm not going to be using these as flags anymore. I don't necessarily want to use the bows though. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my Stardust washi. So this is one I got from the Valentine's Day. And yeah, the Valentine's Day release. So we're just going to go with this, and then I'm going to come back in later. Yeah, because I think to go with a 15mm will be too large. I think. I don't know. Let's see. How big is that? Well, actually it takes up like 2. So maybe we will just go with that instead of bringing in something else. So, okay. Let me just make sure that because I don't want to take up too much space. There we go. Where's the thing? See how this looks. And then if it does work, yeah, I think I can make that work. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I don't need oh, I do need the scissors still. And get this written down. Okay, so I think the rest of what I need to write down, I can actually put over here. So serves, usually we only get about 6 servings out of this. Main ingredient, gosh, it's bacon, eggs, and cheese, honestly. You know, like, yeah, we'll just go ahead with that, but we'll make it a little bit fancy. That did not look fancy at all. I was trying to do like a cursive bounce lettering and failed, but that's okay. We're just gonna leave it because that's my recipe planner, you know? So difficulty, it's really not that difficult, honestly. I mean, this aspect of it, because the pie crust is already done. You can use a frozen pie crust as long as it's thawed already. But, you know, the whole rolling it out, we'll just go with a 3. Because the pie crust is really the hard part. All right, so the prep. It does say on my original recipe, it says 15 minutes of prep. I think it's probably more like 20 minutes of prep time. Yeah, we're just gonna go with regular handwriting now. So that's kind of accounting for the bacon. Cook time, 1 hour at, what is it? 350 degrees. And then I do have a note that I can put down. All right, so yeah, you can use the original recipe. I got it from allrecipes.com. It called for a frozen pie crust that you thaw first, but I make a homemade pie crust and I actually have done a spread for that. So if you're interested in seeing what my pie crust recipe is, definitely check out that spread. I think I'm going to bring this down a bit. I feel like I moved, oh yeah, I moved that. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We will just go ahead and pull it out a little bit further than it needs to be. And yeah, no, I was going to put it a little bit lower. Maybe I will actually. We'll line it up right here. And then I think I will use another one. Maybe. Now I don't know. I don't think I will. I took that a little short, but I don't think you can really tell. No, that's cute. I was going to do one of my fancy like diagonal washi things like I like to do, but I actually don't have my, what's it called? My X-Acto, no, Fiskars blade up here. So because I don't have the Fiskars blade, I don't want to do that. So instead what I'll do, I'm going to put these cute little flowers down here at the bottom. I think I might be cutting that a little close. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know why my paper does not move as smoothly on my dining room table as it normally does, but yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it like that. We've got a couple strips of washi just to kind of liven things up, but that is going to do it for my bacon and swish quiche. Gosh, I can't talk. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on any of my other videos. And be sure to be following me over on Instagram. Over there, I'm at Coffee Planner Mom, and I will see you guys later.